back, Amigos and Amigals, to a brand new Nintendo DIY. I'm so excited because this is definitely one of my all-time favorite Nintendo DIYs. And the coolest part is that it's so simple and easy to make. Of course, all the materials will be down below in the description, including these lights that I got directly off of Amazon. The exact ones will be listed down below. And of course, all the other materials, which is glass paint and acrylic paint if you decide to make the eyes pop a lot more. Once this was featured on Nintendo's official Instagram page called Nintendo Inspired, I got so many comments asking how to make these. So here is a step-by-step tutorial on how to make these very bright, shiny, invincible superstars. If you want to check out the official feature on Nintendo's Instagram, I will link that down below in the description. Definitely follow Nintendo Inspired for more DIYs, clothing ideas, and home decor. Again, that'll be listed down below in the description. Okay, so the paint that you're seeing right now is called glass paint. Usually it's for windows, but this will work perfectly for these lights. If you want the eyes to show a lot more, I highly recommend that you use acrylic, or you can continue to use the window glass paint. It's totally up to you. I also recommend that you go through Amazon and see if there's any particular lights that you find a lot more interesting to paint or transfer onto. I have chosen two different types, again, of lights, which will be listed down below in the description. Here, I'm going to start off with the smaller set of lights. These ones are a lot harder to paint. And keep in mind, the surface is definitely not flat, so it will be a lot harder to get the eyes more accurate, but I promise you they look just as cute. Throughout this video, you will see on the left-hand corner a reference of the superstar, just in case if you need to know how to paint the eyes or how far the eyes should be away from each other, the distance, etc. Definitely use a lot of reference pictures. When it comes to any Nintendo DIYs, it is again totally up to you. You can tackle this however you want. For me, I ended up adding several layers of the yellow window paint so that the yellow was a lot brighter. It's totally up to you if you want to go on the lighter side. And again, you can continue to use just window paint or the acrylic. Regardless, I absolutely love this Nintendo DIY. I definitely had to hang them both up immediately after all the layers dried because it was so beautiful to just play the Nintendo Switch and sit in my room while I can basically be immersed in the invincible star. It was just absolutely gorgeous. So if you do decide to make this beautiful Nintendo DIY, share pictures with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That way I can feature you in the next video. Of course, I will feature some Amibros and Amigals at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Okay, so my favorite set of the superstar lights was definitely the bigger ones that I got off of Amazon. These ones showed the character a lot more. They are a lot brighter. And the coolest part is that these are curtain lights. So they fall and they just cover the entire wall. It's absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend this version of the lights. The only thing about these lights is that you definitely have to add a lot more layers of the yellow glass paint, especially if you want the yellow to show. So keep on adding those layers, but the thing is you have to make sure you wait till each layer dries. You don't want to be swooshing around the glass paint, and luckily for the glass paint, it dries fairly quickly, so you're not actually having to wait, and you can probably paint the other stars while you're waiting for the first one to dry. Here I'm working on the second layer, and as you can see, the yellow is definitely starting to show. I'm actually going to add one more layer after this. However, like I said at the beginning of this video, it is totally up to you. One layer will do, but if you really want a bright yellow, I highly recommend, again, 3 layers at least. I want to just give a huge shout out to Nintendo, specifically Nintendo Inspired on Instagram, for featuring my work. I am very thankful, and I cannot even believe how amazing it is that I get to work with my favorite company, Nintendo. So huge thank you to the team at Nintendo. Definitely check out Nintendo Inspired, which again is linked down below in the description. So for the smaller stars, I decided not to use a reference just because it was so small. However, for the larger stars, I did decide to use a reference because I wanted to be a lot more accurate. So this is my tip. Definitely print out a superstar in the size that you need and then cut out the eyes, so at least you have a generalization of where the eyes should be placed. Then afterwards, just painting on the white is super easy. It's just going to be the top half of the eye. After that, you're pretty much done, which is really, really cool. Although I highly recommend again that you add enough layers of the acrylic so that the light doesn't shine through. So if you weren't here for my last stream, I mentioned that I'll be keeping my YouTube mainly for art. However, if you want to see my live streams for video games and giveaways, definitely head on over to my Twitch. I'll be having a comeback stream very, very soon, and you don't want to miss it because I will definitely be having a giveaway. So again, my Twitch channel is listed down below in the description, including all of my social media. And if you happen to make any Nintendo DIYs or nerd DIYs, share them with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Once again, all materials, my social media, and my Twitch channel is all in the description below. Alright guys, so we are in the last step of painting this superstar. Keep in mind you still have the other stars that you have to paint, but at least you know what to do, and you only get better over time anyways. So the final thing to do is of course add the white on top of the eye. That is very, very easy. However, you can definitely mess this up, and if you do, don't worry, you can always fix it. Take your time, patience is key, and don't give up. I hope you guys enjoyed this Nintendo DIY. It is definitely one of my favorites, and once more, it's featured on Nintendo's Instagram, Nintendo Inspired. Thank you so much to the Nintendo team for believing in me and featuring my work. I want to actually feature amazing amiibros and amigals from our community. All these Nintendo DIYs that they've shared with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you too want to be featured in the next Nintendo DIY, send pictures to me on all of my social media or hashtag it Nintendo DIY or Nerd DIY, and I'll see it and screen cap it and then feature it next time. Okay, so I do have a couple of favors to ask. Can you like this video? Comment down below if you'll be making this Nintendo DIY. Subscribe so you can see more Nintendo DIYs, nerd DIYs, and unboxing videos here on my YouTube channel. And the last thing to do that I would greatly appreciate is if you go ahead, follow me on Twitch so you guys don't miss any video game live streams and giveaways. Thank you so much for the support, guys, and I'll see you next time.